What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to very quickly talk about compound interest, also known as the compound effect, and how beneficial it can be. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And of course, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. For every friend you refer, they're going to give you 15 free fractional shares per referral. If you don't want the free stocks, go and get them anyway. Take them, sell them. Congratulations, now you have the cash. Do whatever you want with. Webull link in the description. All right, so today I want to talk about compound interest. I started talking about this in yesterday's video, and I cut myself off when I realized, I was like, wow, I'm accidentally blending two videos together here. But the example that I gave, or started to give in yesterday's video, if you already saw that video, if you didn't, go and check it out. It was the second installment of Financial Freedom Friday. Today I wanted to talk about taking $100, just as an example. It could be $100, it could be $5, it could be $1 million, doesn't matter. $100 as the arbitrary number, and you place it in something that pays you 3%. This could be whatever you want. This could be a dividend stock, it could be something that pays you distributions, it could be a savings account, whatever it is. You put $100 in to something that pays you 3%. A lot of people become discouraged when they realize how little that is. Take your first $100 and, hey, you know what? I want to start generating some passive income. I want to start taking advantage of this so-called compound effect, which, by the way, is small steps in the right direction, eventually taking you to where you want to go. But highlight those first couple of words, small steps. When I say small steps, I mean small steps. 3% of $100 is $3. That's where people get discouraged. Oh my God, an entire year needs to go by just for me to earn 300 pennies? Screw that. I'm out of here. I'm out. For that reason, I'm out. A lot of people they become completely discouraged at that point. They're like, oh my God, imagine how much money you have to have invested just to get to the point where it's even something remotely substantial. Imagine how much I have to have invested, like, just to be earning enough to buy a friggin' pizza. $3 a year off of $100? Are you kidding me? A lot of people think this way. That's not how I think. You want to know how I think? That $3 a year in a, I don't know, let's just say like a savings account, for example. That's paid monthly. Not $3 a month. $3 a year divided by 12, which is 25 cents. Which means in your first year, or your first month, your $100 generated 25 cents. Not very impressive. But guess what? You know what that means moving on into your second month? You're no longer earning $3 a year. Or I'm sorry, you're no longer earning 3% on the $100 initial investment or deposit. You know what you're earning 3% on this time? $100.25. Which means your second payment is going to be a little bit more. $100.25, 3% is 3.0075. Not very much. Not that big of a difference. That's 25.06 cents. Not very different. Virtually no difference at all. Fraction of a percent of a penny. But then what about the next month? And the month after that? And the year after that? 5 years after that? 10 years after that? Imagine the snowball effect. Keeps on rolling down the hill. The more it rolls down the hill, the more snow it collects. The more snow it collects, the bigger it gets. The bigger it gets, the faster it rolls. And the faster it rolls, the more snow it collects. And the more snow it collects, the bigger it gets. And the bigger it gets, the faster it rolls. It's a vicious cycle in a good way. That right there is the compound effect. The compound effect is pretty much synonymous with the snowball effect. Picture the snowball rolling. Picture your investment rolling. One way you can get started making these investments is, I like to use broad market index funds. You can play around with individual stocks if you want. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. I think broad market index funds are the way to go. And one way you can get started investing in broad market index funds or even individual stocks, or set yourself up a Roth IRA, is on the Webull app. It's one of the apps that I use. If you download the app and fund your account, they're going to give you up to 12 free fractional shares for the referral. And for every friend you refer, they're going to give you 15 free fractional shares. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. But think about it for a second. Picture an investment of yours, whether it be $100 earning 3%, or $250 earning 4%, or $600 earning 1.75%, whatever it is. There are so many different factors that play a role, which is why I think broad market index funds are the best way to go. Very little research needs to be done. Actually, no research at all needs to be done. You can blindly throw it into the S&P 500 and be okay. In my opinion, at least. Here's the thing about broad market index funds, the S&P 500 specifically. No one in history, over the course of a 20-year window of consistent investing, lost. No one. Not one time. Nobody. 0 people. So I looked at that and be like, oh, okay, so I guess the odds are in my favor, I guess. If statistically speaking, no one, not one person, lost money in the S&P 500 over a 20-year span, I'd say it's a pretty safe bet. People lose money with the bank. People lose money picking and choosing individual stocks, because the stock could be great, the company could be great, brands, products, services, but management can screw it all up. There's a saying, I always say this, I always repeat the saying, I don't know where it came from, but the saying is, don't worry about looking for the needle in the haystack, just buy the whole haystack. The needle's in there. Haystack representing a broad market index fund like the S&P 500, for example. 500 stocks all in one. A small sliver of 500 of the biggest, baddest companies on the planet, or in the U.S. That's what the S&P is. The 500 best performing publicly traded companies in the United States. You can go for a total U.S. stock index, which is thousands of companies. You can go for a total world index, which is thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of companies all in one. You can go for a bond market index. You can go for a tech sector index. There's an index for everything. I like the S&P. That's what I choose to go with. I wouldn't advise anybody to invest all their money into the S&P, but I would advise you to consider it. I would advise you to do some research, and I would advise you to think about the power of compound interest, the power of the compound effect. A lot of people just, they fail to realize the power behind it, because they're focused on the first couple of words of my own personal definition of the compound effect and compound interest. Small steps in the right direction, eventually taking you to where you want to go. They focus on those first couple words. Small steps. Those 2 words right there. Small steps. Oh, man. Small steps equal small results. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. Yes, they do. 100%. But what about all the other words? Small steps in the right direction, eventually taking you to where you want to go. It will take you there. It will get you there. It will work if you work. A lot of people just don't want to work. A lot of people don't want to put in the work. A lot of people don't want to build something up, which is why they're going to earn 25 cents in their first month and then call it quits. Like, oh, I can't live on 25 cents. All right. It adds up over time, and that's what long-term vision is all about, but, suit yourself, I guess. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic when it comes to the compound effect, when it comes to compound interest. Do you understand the power behind it? Do you understand the similarities between the compound effect or compound interest and the snowball effect? Because they are pretty much the same exact identical thing. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic and compound interest. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. Over 50 different flavors to choose from. This one is Bahama Mama. I definitely recommend it. And of course, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. For every friend you refer, they're going to give you 15 free fractional shares per referral. Do not pass up on an opportunity. If you don't want the free stocks, go and get them anyway. They're free. Why would you not? If you don't want them, take them, sell them. Congratulations, now you have the cash to do whatever it is that you want to do. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. And I want you guys to head on down in the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. What are your thoughts on the compound effect? Is it something that you believe is just too much? Nah, it just takes too long. Yeah, it might be worth it for you long-term vision people, but not for me. Is it the other way around? Do you think it's completely worth it? Do you have any examples that you can share? It doesn't have to be about finance. It doesn't have to be about investing or stacking or savings accounts or anything like that. It could be about fitness. Small steps in the right direction, eventually taking you to where you want to go. It could be about your education. It could be about your career. It could be about whatever. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Just a smiling. Peace.